Hello there! So, a little birdie told me you want a sneak peek at my new collection, hey? So, you may be wondering, who's this gal drinking her rooibos tea in her Boss Babe chair? Well, my name is Megan Collins and I am originally from South Africa, a teeny tiny little village in the middle of nowhere. And I grew up there, and then I eventually made my way over to England, and I lived there for 9 years working as an art and design teacher at the International School of London. And then I quit my job, you can watch the video here, and now I am in Belgium, Brussels. And I hear you're interested in having a sneak peek at my new collection. So I thought I would explain a little bit in this video about the different ways you can go about creating a collection. So sometimes I like to work in paper and make little templates out of that and play with that, because that's when I'm working predominantly in sheet silver, then that's a really nice way to start. But then sometimes I work directly into the metal if I have a really clear idea of what I want to do. But it's always good to play around with the paper first, to be honest, anyway, just to see before you cut everything from the expensive metals. Then sometimes I also use wax, which is a kind of new way of working for me, because predominantly my work's been quite geometric, and now I've ventured into the more organic side of things. So this new collection's got a few different rings in it that are a little bit more organic, so I've had quite a lot of fun with that. So those basically will then be, a mold will be made from them, and then the lost wax, it's called the lost wax method, where you melt the wax out and then you pour the metal into the mold, and then you have your first piece, which you can then create a proper mold out of that isn't going to have any shrinkage. So I have got a bunch of different things I've been playing with. I've also got some stones, which is a totally new thing for me as well. So this new collection is really stepping out of my comfort zone, trying something new, moving to a new country, why not? So first of all, I'm going to show you the designs that I vetoed for various different reasons. So when you're designing, it's always good to make lots and lots of different prototypes, because then you know that the ones you've picked are the absolute winners. So for me, how I know that I've got the right one is if I feel excited about it. So this one I was on the fence about. I really like that it's really tactile and it feels really great, but it's just way too chunky, especially for me, obviously, but I'm sure other people like bigger rings, but it just feels like it's going to be too chunky. Also, side note, the reason I have yellow fingers is from my turmeric ginger shot I made this morning, so I'm not dying, don't worry. So that is one of the ones that I vetoed. One of the other ones was this one for similar reasons, also just a bit too big and chunky. It's not really my style. I'm being brave, but I'm not being totally brave with making huge big chunky things, because I still want to stay kind of along my brand vibes. But quite nice little like organic feel over there, with then the rest of it being smooth. If you'd like any of these that I'm vetoing and you're like, oh my god, totally make it, give me a shout down in the comments and I'll reconsider them. But obviously I need to make decisions here. Can't make all of them. And then this one, which actually I should have shown you after the other one, is a geometric version of this one. So as you can tell, this one's a bit more chunky and a bit more organic, smooth, and then this one's a bit more sharp. But yeah, also again decided to veto those ones. Then these were just some different pendant options which didn't quite pass the quality control, not the quality control, just the, you know, have to decide which ones to make. But I will show you some of the rings now that I have decided to go with. So this one is super organic, and I have a skinny one that goes with, that's being prototyped at the moment at the local caster. So I don't have that back yet, but they like stacking rings. So there's a skinny one and then this one, so they go together. I know it's hard to tell with the blue wax, but try and visualize this in silver and gold, because I'm going to offer silver and gold options for both of for all of these different designs. And then this one is quite nice as well, I thought. So it's kind of, to be honest, it reminds me a little bit of lips, but in a kind of non-like obvious way, and just also a nice kind of organic-y shape, which also stacks with this one at some angles like that, which is quite nice, I thought. Then we have got so this one is already magically in gold, because I made this one a little while back as a tester to see whether I like this shape, and lo and behold, I freaking loved it. So this is like the medium size, so I've gone and made a bigger version, which is rather bold for the likes of me, and then I have a skinny version, which these don't quite fit on this finger, skinny little version, so obviously you can stack them as well if you want. So those will also again be available in 100% recycled silver and also a gold plated option. So those will be nice and smooth and shiny like this one. So super excited about those. I just couldn't rule out one or the other. Like I have the medium one, but then I just really like the cute little one. And then I thought that it's nice to have like a bigger, chunkier version. And yeah, those are just kind of fun. So those ones are coming along as well. And then we have got some earrings sample here. So these are just brass, so they're all tarnished and stuff. So those are gonna be just super cool hoops, just easy to wear. I've just been loving wearing my hoops, so I thought I'd make some of those for you guys as well. And then moving on to a quite exciting new area, as well as the wax, I've also been playing with stones. So this is a jasper stone that I've got here with a cold connection called a rivet. So I'm going to be making one of those today. So it's basically a good way to join something that can't take heat with your metal, obviously. So I have got this necklace on a snake chain, which I'm also newly in love with. It's funny how your taste changes over the years. I used to always think that snake chains pinch you, but to be honest, this one feels satin smooth and silky and feels amazing. So I have got the little earrings that are gonna go with it, but the thing is I need to try and locate these in Belgium. So that's a potential item, which I'm not sure yet, but I just want to finish it up as a sample. So same story as the necklace, I'm going to do a rivet here to connect that to that, and then just put on these cute little hoops. I just thought that proportion works quite nicely with a bigger loop, and then the pendenty bit dangling off it. So yeah, what do you think? Yeah, I'm quite excited about these ones. And then we have some other little bits and bobs potentially in the works, but I'm not going to show you everything. So yeah, I hope you found that interesting. So it was a bit of a short one this week, but I hope that you are excited to see what's coming, and also got a little bit of an insight into how to design a collection, and maybe got some inspiration on how you can go about designing your next pieces if you are also a jewelry designer like me. And thank you again for watching, and I will see you all next week Sunday. Bye!